Have you ever heard the saying, "He who has nothing fears nothing"? Fear, it seems, only truly shows up when we have something precious to lose. Today, we're diving into a fascinating story that peels back the layers of courage, fear, and the things we hold dear. It has a tale that might just change the way you look at what it means to be brave. Let's set the scene. We have two men living side by side. One is Jack, a poor, ordinary guy, just trying to get by. His neighbor is Brad, the son of a very wealthy and influential businessman. One afternoon, the peace of the neighborhood was shattered. Brad was leaning on his car horn, honking loudly and for no good reason. It was grating, disruptive, and it finally pushed Jack over the edge. In a sudden burst of pure, unfiltered anger, Jack marched right up to Brad and, in front of everyone, slapped him across the face. The sound of it echoed in the stunned silence that followed. Brad, completely humiliated and furious, couldn't believe what had just happened. Who was this nobody to lay a hand on him? He ran straight home to his father, the powerful Mr. Harrison. That man, Jack, he just hit me. Right there in the street. How can I let this go? Brad fumed, his face red with a mix of anger and embarrassment. He expected his father to unleash his power, to teach Jack a lesson he would never forget. But Mr. Harrison's reaction was not what he anticipated at all. Mr. Harrison listened patiently, his expression calm and unreadable. He simply shook his head. "Relax, son," he said softly. "Escalating this fight won't help you. The fault may lie with him, yes, but it's always wiser to resolve these things quietly." Brad was completely baffled. "But Dad, should I just do nothing? He assaulted me in public." The injustice of it all was burning him up inside. Mr. Harrison leaned back in his chair and a gentle, knowing smile played on his lips. "Better yet," he said, "befriend him." "Befriend him?" Brad repeated, his voice filled with disbelief. This was the last thing he expected to hear. His father continued, "Yes, and as a gesture of your newfound friendship, give Jack $50,000. It's always smart to have courageous people as your friends. Son, you never know when you'll need one." Reluctantly, and with a great deal of confusion, Brad agreed to follow his father's bizarre advice. It felt counterintuitive, almost like rewarding someone for bad behavior. But he trusted his father's wisdom, even when he couldn't understand it. The next day, Brad approached Jack. He put on his best friendly face, extended a hand, and offered an apology for the noise. Then, he presented Jack with the $50,000, explaining it was a gift to start their friendship on the right foot. Jack, for his part, took the money without the slightest hesitation. Brad watched him closely, looking for any sign of shame, or fear, or even surprise. But there was nothing. Jack's eyes were calm, his expression confident. He simply took the money as if it were his due. 3 months went by. Life in the neighborhood returned to normal. Brad noticed that Jack's life hadn't changed dramatically on the surface. He was still the same man, but now he had a cushion of wealth. He still walked with that same fearless, peaceful demeanor. The incident seemed to be forgotten. Then, one afternoon, Mr. Harrison called Brad into his study. "Son," he began, "do you remember what happened with Jack 3 months ago?" Brad nodded. Of course, he remembered. "Good," Mr. Harrison said, a twinkle in his eye. "Now, it's your turn. I want you to go out there and slap Jack in front of everyone the exact same way he slapped you." Brad froze. His heart started pounding. "In front of everyone? Dad, that's insane. That'll be so humiliating for him. And for me. What if he hits me back?" The thought of another public confrontation filled him with dread. He had a reputation to maintain. "Don't overthink it," his father said, his smile widening. "Just trust me and do as I say once again." Filled with doubt, but bound by obedience, Brad went to do his father's bidding. He found Jack talking with some neighbors in the same spot as before. Taking a deep breath, Brad walked up and without a word, he slapped Jack across the face. The slap was loud. Conversations stopped. Everyone turned to stare, their eyes wide with shock. They all remember the first incident and were bracing for an explosion. Brad's own body tensed, preparing for retaliation, but the explosion never came. To everyone's absolute astonishment, Jack just stood there. He didn't react. He didn't shout. He didn't raise a hand. He remained silent and calm, his face a mask of composure. There was a flicker of something in his eyes, but it wasn't anger. After a long, awkward moment, he simply turned and quietly walked away. Completely baffled, Brad rushed back to his father. "Dad, I did it." I slapped him. But he didn't do anything. He just took it and walked off. Why? As his courage just vanished. Mr. Harrison chuckled softly, a deep, knowing sound. "No, son. His courage hasn't diminished at all. What has changed is his situation. Think about it. 3 months ago, what did Jack have to lose? Nothing. He was a poor man with no reputation to protect, no assets to risk. He who has nothing fears nothing." His actions were pure and unburdened. He paused, letting the words sink in. "But now," he continued, "now, Jack is different. You gave him $50,000. He has something valuable. He has wealth. He has a new status. He has a future to consider." When he was slapped today, he wasn't just thinking about his pride. He was thinking about his money, about potential legal trouble, about losing what he has gained. People's actions are almost always dictated by what they stand to gain or lose. Brad stood there, speechless, as the profound lesson washed over him. He finally understood his father's strange strategy. It wasn't about revenge. It was about teaching him a fundamental truth about human nature. The courage to act impulsively often comes from having no safety net. Once you have something to protect, you begin to tread carefully. Your calculations change. Fear isn't the absence of courage. It's often just the presence of something worth losing. That day, Brad learned a lesson far more valuable than $50,000. He learned that those who have nothing are often the most fearless, and those who have much learn to walk very carefully. It's a powerful reminder to look beyond someone else's actions and consider what might be at stake for them, hidden just beneath the surface. So what do you think? Was Mr. Harrison's lesson a brilliant insight into human psychology, or a cynical manipulation? Does having more to lose really make us less brave? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.